we finished the 5th grade book. Now we are on the 6th grade workbook. So, I mean, congratulations, you finished the first book. But so last week we went over the first 3 units. Actually, no, we got to the 3rd unit, and as you can see, unit 1, we were just practicing phrases, and so saying hi, good morning, just having a conversation. And this is important to do. Well, we're gonna do this towards the end of the class, and probably future exercises during this class. We're gonna have some conversations. So last week we asked, all of these favorite things. We made sentences out of these words, and then we made those sentences, and we asked questions about those sentences. So it was a very good class. Everyone who was there did very well. Thank you. And also, I assigned homework to last week, and thank you to the people who did it. I believe it was Methu, Tumindi, and Taruki. Thank you for doing that. We're gonna have future homeworks, and I'll show you at the end of the class too where you can find those homeworks. So thank you to those who did it. And yeah, so that was basically last class. We looked at an image and we made observations. We said a ship is, where is the ship here? Where are some of the birds? For example, the birds are flying. So that was very productive, we did. So, and then the last lesson we did last week was where this activity, where's the ball? And for example, the ball is in the box. B, the ball is on the box or over the box. So we did that. So that brings us to this week, where I'm gonna start the lesson here. Activity 2 in unit 3. So look at the pictures and fill in the blanks with in, on, under, or near. So the first one, I'm gonna go one by one. I'm gonna ask first Methu. An apple is blank the plate. So is it in, on, under, or near?
An apple is on the plate.
Thank you. See, perfect. That's exactly how we're gonna do it. Taruksha, what is number 2?
There is a cat under the bed.
Yes, thank you. Am I saying your name correctly? Taraksha, right? It's Taraksha, right? Do you know how to change your name? Because I think that might be maybe one of your parents' names. Just hit the options and you can rename yourself. So you can do that if you want to. Taruki, what is number 3?
The bird is on the wall.
Yes, thank you. Perfect. Number 4, Davindu.
Flowers in the vase.
Yes, thank you. Number 5, what is it? Himat.
A girl is near the window.
Yes, thank you. Number 6, Pavindi.
There is a tree in the picture.
Yes, thank you. Next activity we're gonna do is, it's very similar. It's the same idea: in, on, near, under, near. So what is A? I'll ask Tarudindi.
There is a house in the picture.
Yes, thank you. B, I'll ask Sehansa.
There is a cat on the car.
Yes, thank you. What is C? I'll ask Sasidu. Sorry if I mispronounce your name. Is that how you say it? Sasidu. And Salani.
There is a man in the car.
Okay, thank you. Yes, that is true. What is D?
There is a car near the tree.
Yes. What is E? Himath.
There is a tree near the house.
Yes. Thank you. So the next activity I have for us is, we're gonna go to lesson 6. And in this lesson, where this is gonna teach us singular and plural forms. Does anyone want to know what those means before we begin?
Singular mean one.
Yes.
Plural mean two.
Yes, exactly.
Many.
Yeah, many, exactly. Two or more. So in this example, right? Cat. Sorry, did someone want to say something?
Cats.
Yeah, so here in the singular, cat is one, so one cat. Plural is two cats or many cats. Some people have like many cats. So here singular would be cat, plural would be cats. Notice that they add an S to the end of cat to make money. So we just did cats. So the next thing is mango. Is that singular or plural? I'll ask.
Singular.
Thank you for everyone's output. I'm gonna go one by one. But yes, that is singular. Mango is singular. Does anyone know what would be plural of mango? Actually, wait. I think it might be here. It is not here. All right. So I will just ask, what is the plural of mangoes? Anyone can answer this. So if you have one mango, but you have many what?
Mangoes.
Yes, perfect. So here you would just add an S to mango. All right, thank you. So next, I'm gonna ask Hima, what is buses? Is it singular or plural?
Plural.
Yes, thank you. The reason why it's plural is because you see that you would have one bus, but and then you could have many buses. The ending here is es. So in English is a weird language in the way that it makes plurals. Some plurals are just one, they add an s to make a plural, or they add es, or in some instances they even add ies or something even more onto it. It's a little interesting. Not my favorite rules, but you know, that's just part of the language. So in this case, it's buses. Because also you couldn't add another S here because then that would be bus still, just two S's. So bus, ES, buses is plural. So yeah, the singular version would be bus. The next word is woman. Pravindi, is this singular or plural?
Singular.
Yes, thank you. Senal, that this would not be plural, but woman, does anyone know the plural version of woman? This is a trick question.
Women. Women.
Yes, it would be women. Not woman. Woman is the singular version, but it would be women. So you would replace the A with an E to have a plural of woman. Does that make sense?
Women is plural.
No, women is singular. You have one woman, and then yeah, many women. So the difference is the E here.
Women is plural.
Yeah, women is plural, yes. I think I might have just said it wrong, sorry. Yeah, so women is plural, woman is singular. That's a trick one they do. There's some other words like that in English. I don't know why. You could just do woman's, but it's not proper. I guess it also sounds a little bit funky, so they put women. Yes, so woman. So just to clarify, woman is singular, women is plural. All right, next word is mice. Sorry if I mispronounced the name. Athuni.
It is plural.
Mice, yes. Thank you, Matthew. I'm just gonna go one by one. So yes, so in this case, yes, mice is plural. Does anyone know what would be the singular of mice?
Mouse. Mouse.
Yes, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, it would be mouse. So yeah, that's another weird one. They put ICE. There's many weird instances in English. So next one is diary. I'll ask Tharudindi.
Singular.
Yes, it is singular. What would be the plural?
Diaries.
Yes, diaries. Yeah. And in this case, because it ends in a Y, you would get rid of the I and you would put at the end IES in this instance. Because in English, when you if there's a singular that ends with a Y, the plural is replaced with an IES. That's just a little rule. So, so thank you. The next word is church. I'll ask you.
Singular.
Yes, church is singular. What is the plural version of church?
Church.
It wouldn't be church, it would be churches. So in this case, you wouldn't just add one S, you would add ES here for church is. So thank you. So half, this is another weird one. So we're gonna have half. I'll ask Daraksha. What is this what is this singular plural?
It is a singular one.
Yeah, so it's one half. What is the plural version of this?
Halves.
No, because you wouldn't say halves, you would say halves. So there would be HALV. Yes, halves. There would be a V. It wouldn't be HALFS. So you don't just add an S here because this ends in an F. You would add a VES. Again, another weird rule. Next is monkey. Sehansa is a singular or plural? So
Singular.
yes, thank you. Yes, singular. What is plural? What would the plural version of monkey?
Monkey.
Sorry, repeat that.
Plural.
Well, what is this? I'm asking, what is the plural version of monkey? So we know monkey is singular. So what would we have to add to make it plural?
Monkey.
Yes, it would be monkeys. So, in this case, monkeys. So even though here diary, right? We would we would get rid of the Y, put an IES. I believe because this is EY ending, we would just put an S, which is weird. But does everyone kind of understand this? Because that's important. I know this is very confusing. I'm even confusing myself now.
Because there is a vowel before the Y.
Yes, exactly. Here in diary, there's no vowel. R is not a vowel. So you would have had an S. That's a perfect explanation, Tardindi. Does everyone understand that?
Yeah.
Yes.
Good. Thank you. So the next word is table. Is that singular or plural?
Singular.
Yes, singular. What is the plural version of table?
Tables.
Yes, thank you. What is the single? What is a toffee? Is it singular or plural?
Plural. Singular.
Yes, it's singular. Reason it's singular is because if you're unsure if a word is singular or plural, think about if it were singular, what would be the multiple version of it? So toffee is singular because toffees is plural. You can add an S here because there is a vowel. So toffees. Does that make sense? It would be toffees in this case. The next word is roof. Is that
Singular.
Singular.
yes, thank you. Roof is singular. What is plural version of roof?
Roofs.
Yes, roofs. How would you spell that?
ROOVES.
Thank you, exactly. Because there's an F here, and right before the F is a vowel. And you can't just put an S here. So it would be roofs, if that makes sense. The next word, lorry, is this singular or plural?
Singular.
Singular, yes. What is the plural version of lorry?
Lorries.
Yes,
Lorries.
thank you. I'm gonna be totally honest, I've never heard that word in my life. I don't know what a lorry is. I don't know what that is. I've never heard of that. Anyways, the next word, batch, is that singular or plural?
Singular.
Yes,
Singular.
yes. But what would you have to add to make it plural?
Batches.
Sorry, say it again.
Batches.
Yes, it would be patches. So in this case, what letters would you add to the end or remove at the end? Yes, ES. Thank you. To make batches. So batch is the singular version, plural is batches is the plural version. The next word, this is a trick one. What is a singular version of goose?
Goose.
Yes. What is the plural version of goose?
Gooses.
No. Here's the thing. In this situation, this is a word that you just have to know. This doesn't really follow a rule. You would think you would just add an S here because there's an E, right? And that makes sense. But in this situation, you would get rid of the double O and put double E. And then plural version of goose would be geese. Does that make sense? I saw someone raise their hand. Was that Darud Indi?
Yes.
Okay. Do you have something to add here?
TWSC.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So goose is singular, geese is plural. You remove the double O, add the double E. That's a hard one. That one you just have to know from your memory. Next word is desk. Is that singular?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. What's the plural version of desk?
Desks.
Yes, exactly. And what would you add here?
DES.
Yeah, you would just add an S. Thank you. So it would be DESKS, desk. So thank you. So thank you for that one. That was a very good activity. I see we were unclear about many of these pronunciations. Even I was unclear. So that's a very valuable lesson. This is important. Does everyone understand this one?
Yes.
Yes? Okay, good. I want to hear a little more yeses because I don't think half of us are very engaged at the moment. I want more participation. So okay, so thank you though for everyone who participated. That was perfect. So now the next one is gonna be something we kind of had at the beginning. Kind of similar. We have to complete a sentence using one of the words. So the words we have here are this, that, these, or those. And also, by the way, we are at unit 4. We finished 1 unit so far, so that's very good. So which one of these words will we use to complete this? So blank is our school bus.
This is our school bus.
Yes.
This is
thank you.
our school.
Yeah, exactly. Like this is our school bus. Exactly. What is number 2? Blank is a huge ship coming this way.
That is a huge
These
ship
are
coming
huge
in
ship
this
coming
way.
this way.
Yes, thank
That
you. So does it make sense the difference between this and that? Because this means it's like right here and it's like ours. It's kind of ownership, or it's right here. That is something that's farther away, or maybe it's not ours. I mean, you could have a sentence where that is ours, but it's kind of far away. It's not up close to you. So that is a huge ship coming this way. Next sentence is 3. When does blank train leave?
When does this
train leave?
Thank you. When does that train leave? Number 4.
Can you see that boats over
Boats over.
In this case, because we're talking about a plural, you see, it's boats here. You wouldn't use this or that in this case. You would use either these or those. So which one from these or those would you think is better? Can you see blank boats over there?
those?
Those boats over there.
Exactly. Can you see those boats over there? So sometimes you have to use a little bit, if you don't know, use a little trial and error to try and figure out. Sometimes you can just tell when the sentence doesn't sound right. So can you see that boats over there? That doesn't really sound right, right? So we would say, can you see those boats over there? So thank you. Next one.
These vans are brand new. Would you like to buy one?
Exactly. So that's like this. So these is like multiple version of this. That's like a plural version of this. And that is goes with those. So thank you. That is actually the first lesson. Thank you, sis. That was also another helpful exercise to help us figure out this, that, those, these, and those. Yeah, I can't even say that correctly. So that make sure we. Sorry. Does everyone understand how to use these 4 words in a sentence like this? Yes. Okay. Thank you. That's important because this is when you're talking every day in English. These 4 words are very crucial to using this, that, those. Because if someone's, for example, takes your pen or something, you could say that is my pen. Or yeah, that's the example. So the next lesson we have is the next lesson is the very next lesson. So in this lesson, what we do is we have to look at the pictures and complete the sentences like we just did before with this, that, these, and those. So what is the first sentence?
That mountain is far away.
Yes, thank you. Say it in a full sentence. So don't just say that mountain is far away. Thank you. What is the next sentence?
Those stars are shining bright.
Yes. Thank you. Yes, those stars are shining brightly. Next, blank flowers are Didia.
These flowers are Daria.
These flowers are Dahlia.
Yes, thank you. What is the next one?
This is my
This is my
This
family.
is my family.
Yes, and what is the next one?
That building
That building over there
is
is
a
museum.
museum.
Thank you. See, that was perfect. The first one we had trouble with, but when we got a little warmed up, then we were able to do this perfectly. So I think we all understand this, that, these, and those. Thank you for a great participation on that. The next lesson we have, we got to scroll a little bit, is this one. So I don't want anyone to write, but I just have everyone just talking. And can you spot the differences between picture A and B? And I want you to say, what's the difference? So, for example, maybe there is more fruits like inside of the basket in picture A than B. That's just an example. I don't know if that's true. I just said that. So what are some differences you spot? And compare the pictures together using then. So this is an open-ended one. Anyone can answer this.
There are two pineapples in the basket A.
Sorry, I'm gonna go with Tarudindi first. Say it again, Tarudindi. There is something more.
There are two pineapples in the basket A.
Yes, thank you.
There,
If you were to make a sentence comparing picture A to B, you could say, what about the pineapples?
3 mangoes in basket A and 2 mangoes in basket B.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, so that's a good one in the about mangoes. So you put the two sentences, right? So 3 mangoes, basket A, 2 mangoes in B. But I want you to compare them. So although you're making two sentences, combine them together. So I'm just gonna give an example for the pineapples one. So there are two, so I'm just gonna say, since there are 2 pineapples in picture A and 1 pineapple in picture B, there are more pineapples in picture A than B. Does that make sense? So we have to say than, because there's more. Does that make sense?
2
there are
pineapples.
Sorry, say it again.
2 pineapples in the basket A and 1 pineapple in the basket B.
Okay, thank you. That was good. Try and compare them. Try and say there is 1 more pineapple in picture A than B. So for example, who brought up mangoes? Try and do that with mangoes. So we said 3 mangoes in A, 2 mangoes in B. So how would we compare them? Which one has more? Which one has less?
There are 2 papayas in the basket A, but there is a 1 papaya in the basket B.
Thank you. See, that's good. So yeah, using but, that's good, because then you're making it that there's less in that instance. So the sentence I'm looking for is, so using papayas, there are more papaya in picture A than picture B. If that makes sense. So I want to hear, is there more or less, or how many more or less? Does that make sense? So I'm gonna ask one more observation from this photo, because I think we got about 3. So if we were to do exercise 1, 2, 3, so okay, we need 2 more. 2 more observations.
There are strawberries in basket B, but basket B haven't any strawberries.
Yes, thank you. See that's a very good sentence to compare them. So there's strawberries in basket A, but no strawberries in basket B. Thank you. I need one more observation.
There are two uh, uh, two potatoes in a basket, but
Okay.
there are no potatoes in the basket.
Thank you. I'm not sure if that is true here. I'm not sure what would be considered the potatoes here. Maybe these two. There's one here, but the thing is, if that was true though, that's a very good sentence. There are two potatoes in basket A, but no in B. I'll ask for one more, just one more. So and also you can. Sorry.
There are more apples in basket A than B.
Okay, thank you. See, perfect. That's a perfect sentence. What I was looking for. There are more apples in basket A than B. It's this nice, simple sentence. So thank you for everyone who participated. Does everyone understand how I wanted to compare these photos?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Thank you, thank you. The next lesson is the one actually. Let me see. The one right below it. So, I'm gonna ask. We're gonna have to complete this table, and we're gonna have the masculine version, which is the male version, and the feminine version, female version. So, for example, the father so this is we're talking about a family. So the father is the male, and the opposite of father in female is mother. So what would be the male version of an aunt?
Uncle.
Uncle.
Yes, thank you. What is the feminine version of a male?
Female.
Female.
Yes. What is the masculine version of a girl?
Boy.
Boy.
Thank you. What is the feminine version of sir?
Teacher.
Thank you. Yes. What is the masculine version of sister?
Brother.
Yes, thank you. What is the feminine version of man?
Woman.
Yes, thank you. What is the masculine version of niece?
Nephew.
Yes. And finally, what is the feminine version of husband?
Wife.
Wife.
Thank you. So that was perfect. So we know the masculine and feminine version of these of a family for here. So like uncle is the male version of aunt. That was perfect. So before we end the class, I have two things to do. I'm gonna have a conversation. I'm gonna stop screen share. So without any distractions, I want to have a conversation with each and every one of you. So I'm gonna go through each and every one of you, and I want to just have a little conversation. This is the most important thing when you're speaking a new language. So I think it's important we do this. So I'm gonna start with Methu. So I'll say, hi, good morning, Methu. How would you respond? Let's just have a conversation. Hi, how are you today?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. Did you have fun today?
Yeah.
That's great. How many glasses of water did you drink today?
I drink 3 glasses.
Okay, that's good. What time is it in Sri Lanka right now?
Now 9:25.
Okay. When do you usually go to sleep?
8 p.m.
Oh wow. Okay, so I'm making you stay up a little later. Okay, that's good to know. When do you usually wake up?
5:30
a.m.
5:30. Wow. That's very good. It's a very good habit. I wake up pretty late. I mean, during my summer break, I was waking up like late, like 10. And now I'm waking up because school for me is starting about 7 now. So you're still wake up much earlier than me. I don't know how you do it. That's a really amazing. So did you enjoy this class today?
Let's tell me again.
Did you enjoy this class today?
No.
Oh, you didn't enjoy it? No?
Oh, sorry. Now I have class.
It's okay. I mean, no, it's fine. If it's okay. So thank you though. This was a good conversation. Thank you everyone. I'll see you next week, same time. So thank you for great participation as always. Bye.